Welcome to Destination Deca, your passport to the world's most fascinating destinations one city at a time. Today, we're in Springfield, Illinois, a city where legends come to life and Midwest hospitality greets you at every turn. From towering monuments and lush botanical gardens to quirky roadside eats and waterpark thrills, Springfield is a journey through history and a celebration of all things uniquely American. Stick around for exclusive trip tips, local legends, and 2 bonus recommendations that'll make your Springfield stay truly unforgettable. As always, don't forget to subscribe to Destination Deca and hit the bell to join our community of travelers hungry for adventure. Now, let's dive into Springfield's top 10. Number 10. Illinois State Museum, 1011 E. Ash Street, Springfield. Step into Springfield's time machine at the Illinois State Museum, where 500 million years of stories come roaring, buzzing, and blooming to life. Founded in 1877 and occupying a striking 96,000 square foot space since 1963, this museum is more than just a collection. It's a living window into Illinois' wild, weird, and wonderful past. Must-see exhibits include Changes. Dynamic Illinois environments. Travel through epics and see ancient tropical seas, Ice Age giants, and today's prairies come alive with hands-on displays and authentic fossils. At home in the heartland, relive 300 years of daily life in Illinois through the eyes of its ever-evolving communities. Peoples of the past. Meet the earliest Native American inhabitants through immersive dioramas, ancient pottery, and weaponry. The Morton D. Barker Paperweight Collection. Marvel at dazzling French paperweights collected over decades, a global gem in Springfield. Mary Ann McLean Play Museum. Kids become mini paleontologists, museum curators, and naturalists. Don't miss the mock fossil dig and bug microscopes. Fun fact: the museum helped found the American Alliance of Museums and was the first in the U.S. with a dedicated art gallery, back in 1928. Visiting the Illinois State Museum isn't just a history lesson, it's an adventure through everything that shaped Illinois, from dinosaurs to dreamers to everyday families. Number 9. Knights Action Park and AMP. Splash Kingdom Water Park, 1700 Recreation Drive, Springfield. Craving a day of heart-pumping action? Knights Action Park is Springfield's ultimate family fun zone, a giant playground featuring the wild and splashy Splash Kingdom Water Park, plus classic amusement park attractions, mini golf, go-karts, and even a drive-in movie theater. Don't miss Splash Kingdom Water Park. Wave pool, lazy river, speed slides like Devil Ray and Royal Flush, Caribbean Wild River, and special kiddie zones, Camille's Reef, for the little ones. Mini golf. 2 18-hole courses dotted with winding fairways and playful, photo-worthy obstacles. Go-karts. Let your inner speed demon loose, perfect for families or competitive friend groups. Classic amusement rides. The Big Wheel, Ferris Wheel, Paratrooper, and more bring retro charm and big laughs. Route 66 Drive-In. End your visit stargazing at a double feature beneath the open sky, pure Americana. Fun fact: Knights Action Park is family-owned and has been delighting Springfield for more than 4 decades. Knights Action Park is your easy answer to, what do we do with the whole crew? Number 8. Lincoln Monument Association and AMP. Lincoln Tomb, Oak Ridge Cemetery, 1500 Monument Avenue, Springfield. Next up, travelers, take a moment for history that gives you chills. The Lincoln Monument Association preserves the legacy of Abraham Lincoln at Oak Ridge Cemetery, where you'll find the stunning Lincoln Tomb and grounds that offer stories of sacrifice, memory, and community. Why visit Lincoln Tomb? Resting place of the 16th president, his wife, and 3 sons. Marvel at the grand granite obelisk rising 117 feet, the ornate sculptures, the crypts, and the famous bronze bust of Lincoln. Give his nose a rub for luck, a local tradition. Monuments and AMP. Memorials nearby. World War II, Korean, and Vietnam veterans memorials pepper the area. moving, thoughtful spots for reflection. The association, founded in 1865 by local citizens, it continues to host tours, maintain artifacts like a Lincoln life mask and even a lock of his hair, and foster education on Lincoln's impact. Number 7. Lincoln Home National Historic Site. Want to walk in Lincoln's literal footsteps? The Lincoln Home National Historic Site is the only home Abraham Lincoln ever owned, and it's stunningly preserved down to the smallest 1860s detail. Why it matters? This was the epicenter of Lincoln's family and political life from 1844 to 1861. Here, he won hearts, built his legal career, and was tapped for the presidency. The house is surrounded by a 4-block historic neighborhood, complete with actual period homes and interpretive markers. It's a living museum. Tour highlights. Guided tours, free with a timed ticket from the visitor center. See the original parlor where Lincoln learned of his presidential nomination. Tour the kitchen where Mary presided over family meals, and imagine kids dashing up and down the stairs. Neighborhood exhibits. Several other homes are open, interpreting everything from the Underground Railroad to 19th century Springfield community life. Number 6. Lincoln Memorial Garden and AMP, Nature Center. Swap city streets for birdsong and native wildflowers at Lincoln Memorial Garden, a tranquil, 100-acre oasis on Lake Springfield. Here, living memorial means 6 miles of lush, winding trails planned by iconic landscape architect Jens Jensen. What makes it special? Native plants. Nearly everything you see is indigenous to Illinois, Indiana, or Kentucky, just as Lincoln would have known as a boy. Trails. 6 miles crisscross through meadows, woodlands, and wetlands, past a dozen footbridges and serene council rings marked by Lincoln quotes. Nature Center. Hands-on displays, changing themed exhibits, the cozy split-rail gift shop, and trail maps for explorers of all ages. Visitor info. Open dawn to dusk, year-round. Nature Center open Tuesday, Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Sun 1 to 4 p.m. Restrooms, wheelchair-friendly trails, and accessible parking at main entrance. Dogs and bikes are not allowed in the garden to protect delicate ecosystems. Number 5. Illinois Office of Tourism Springfield Picks. No visitor makes the most of Springfield without a game plan, and the Illinois Office of Tourism is your resource for insider guides, events, and can't-miss hotspots. Why it's on the list? The office isn't just a visitor center, it's a hub for expert tips on Route 66 stops, new restaurants, accommodation deals, events, festivals, and more. Number 4. Washington Park Botanical Garden, 1740 W. Fayette Avenue, Springfield. If you crave a floral fix, Washington Park Botanical Garden is Springfield's 20-acre botanical paradise, and it punches way above its weight for plant lovers, wedding-goers, and relaxation seekers alike. Garden standouts. The Rose Garden. 3,500 plus roses, including knockouts, heirloom varieties, and glorious Midwest bloomers, the biggest collection in central Illinois. The Conservatory. A 50-foot glass dome, undergoing a major renovation for 2025. Shelters 150-plus species from the jungles of Asia, tropics of Africa, and South America's rainforests. Think blooming birds of paradise, oranges, and orchids year-round. Themed gardens, shade garden, prairie plantings, iris beds, perennial borders, Betty Moodsmith rockery, peonies, and Roman-inspired spaces for learning. Fun fact. The garden is built within one of Springfield's original parks, Est. 1901, surrounded by historic neighborhoods, making it a slice of living city heritage. Springfield Explorers. Number 3. Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum. No visit to Springfield is complete without the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum. This world-class facility is storytelling in overdrive, blending cutting-edge technology and compelling artifacts for an emotional, unforgettable Lincoln experience. Experience highlights. Journey 1 and AMP. 2. Follow Lincoln from log cabin to White House to assassination, through immersive sets, original documents, and powerful multimedia shows. Treasures Gallery. Get face-to-face with Lincoln's handwritten letters, Mary's dresses, and rare Civil War relics. Rotating exhibits. As of September 2025, Lincoln, a life and legacy that defined a nation, celebrates the museum's 20th anniversary with 100 treasured artifacts. Number 2. Dana Thomas House State Historic Site, a Frank Lloyd Wright masterpiece. Architectural buffs and dreamers, rejoice. The Dana Thomas House is one of Frank Lloyd Wright's most breathtaking prairie-style homes, built in 1902–04 for the vibrant socialite Susan Lawrence Dana. What makes it iconic? Design. A masterpiece with 35 rooms, 12,000 square feet, 16 split levels, and the largest collection of original Wright stained glass and custom furniture in any Wright home. Highlights. Barrel-vaulted dining room, gallery, 60-foot pergola hallway, a billiard room, in-home bowling lane, and art glass lamps full of the sumac motif. Story. Susan Lawrence Dana threw legendary parties here, combining Gilded Age glamour with early 20th century innovation. No Wright house feels so theatrical and complete. Number 1. Old State Capitol State Historic Site, 1 Southwest Old State Capitol Plaza, Springfield. Counting down to number 1, we arrive at the soul of Springfield, Illinois' Old State Capitol, the Greek Revival masterpiece where Lincoln himself argued cases, crafted policies, and delivered his immortal, House Divided, speech. Must-sees. The Rotunda, dramatic, self-supporting stone staircases and chambers where history was made. Senate and AMP. House chambers. Step onto the original floors where Lincoln, Stephen Douglas, and countless others exchanged fiery debates on slavery, war, and justice. Tours. Offered free throughout the day, the guides are passionate storytellers who bring mid-19th century intrigue to life. Bonus number 1. Henson Robinson Zoo, 1100 E Lake Shore Drive, Springfield. For a break from Lincoln and legacy, treat yourself to a day at the Henson Robinson Zoo, a charming family attraction set on the scenic shores of Lake Springfield since 1970. Why you'll love it? 90+ species from 5 continents, African penguins, painted dogs, lemurs, monkeys, cougars, black bears, and quirky, naked mole rats. Petting zoo and zoo adventure, educational programs for kids. Themed events. Zoo Boo, for Halloween, Zoo Lights, for holidays, and summer enrichment camps. Wheelchair accessible, with shady paths, play areas, a small train, and picnic spaces. Fun fact. The zoo participates in regional conservation efforts for endangered species and offers sensory-friendly days for guests needing a quieter experience. A perfect pick if you have animal lovers or restless kids seeking fun between history stops. Bonus number 2. Cozy Dog Drive-In, 2935 S 6th Street, Springfield, on Route 66. It's true. Springfield is the home of the original corn dog. The Cozy Dog Drive-In is a pilgrimage for Route 66 travelers and foodies alike, a legendary stopping point since 1946. What's the story? Ed Waldmeyer Jr. invented the Cozy Dog, a hot dog on a stick with a unique batter, deep-fried and pioneered for the hungry crowds at the Illinois State Fair. The drive-in's walls are a museum of Route 66 nostalgia, local art, and decades of family recipes. Must-try menu. The Cozy Dog. Obviously, one is never enough. Classic crinkle fries, chili dogs, home-style burgers, shakes, and breakfast. Kid-pleasing and priced right for families on the go. So there you have it. Destination Deca's roundup of the top 10 things to do in Springfield, Illinois, with a side of 2 local legends for the road. From Lincoln's haunting history to dazzling gardens, wild water parks, architectural masterpieces, and the classic Americana of a corn dog on Route 66, Springfield delivers unforgettable stories for every traveler. Which site are you most excited to visit, or have you been to one that deserves a spot on our list? Drop your answers, stories, or local tips in the comments. Subscribe to Destination Deca for more hidden gems and deep dive travel guides every week. Smash that like button if you learned something new, share this video with your adventure crew, and don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss a journey with me, Adam. Ready to make memories in Springfield, Illinois? Pack your bags, your adventure is waiting.